Welcome to EPG Pathshala. I am Dr. B. Vani, reader in Sanskrit, retired principal, Sarojini Naidu Vanita Mahavidyalaya, Hyderabad. Paper, Indian Poetics, module, Khemendra and his Auchitya Vicharacharcha. Life of Khemendra. Khemendra is a Kashmirian, flourished in the 11th century. His father's name is Prakashendra and possessed a lot of wealth. He was honored with the name Vyasadasa. All these things we know from the concluding verses of Auchitya Vicharacharcha. Whenever he takes the name of his father Prakashendra, he always connects him with the possessing lot of wealth. And he is such an humble man and studied under many teachers. He himself says, Sarva Manisha Shishyaha. And Abhinavagupta, who is a commentator of Dhvanyaloka, is also one among them. Khemendra, being a versatile genius, wrote works on varied subjects. More than 32 of his works, some about 18 are published, some are yet to. Some are known only through his works. His clarity of expression, simple style, comprehensive nature, his satire earned him a place of Acharya amongst the Indian poetics. His works on poetics and prosody are the manuals for the upcoming poets. His poetic epitome consists Bruhat Katha Manjari, a translation of Gunadhya's Bruhat Katha, Ramayana Manjari, story of Ramayana, Bharata Manjari, story of Mahabharata, Dashavatar Charita, story of 10 incarnations of Lord Vishnu, Bauddhavadhana Kalpalata, Jataka tales of Bodhisattva, it's a Buddha. And he had written a number of didactic poems which gained a lot of fame for him, and the sarcasm which is there in these works are all true even for today also. Charucharya, this is a Shataka, 100 poems work, to lead good life with pleasant manners. Charu means beautiful. Charucharya, how to lead the life in a beautiful way. Kalavilasa describes the various arts including cheating, fake doctors, etc. Arts which are prevailing in his time. Darpadalanam, a satirical poem, deals with 7 kinds of pride. Samaya Matruka, again a satire to trap courtesans with great skill. Sevya Sevakopadesha, it lays down rules, duties of the master and servant. Deshopadesha is an observation on the customs and notorious characters of the day-to-day life. Narmamala, it ridicules the official missionary. He was working with the king Ananta, and he was very much closely associated with the official matters of king. Regarding that, he has written a work which ridicules all the official missionary, Narmamala, and Chaturvarga Sara Sangraha, which deals with the 4 ends of life. The 4 ends are being Dharma, Artha, Kama, Moksha. Not only poems and short poems, he has written great works on poetics and metrics. Suvrutti Tilaka, which deals with all the meters, Chandas, divided into 3 sections. Kavi Karnabharana, treatise on making a poet. Auchitya Vicharacharcha, on literary criticism, which declares the theory of propriety. The other works of Khemendra, Loka Prakasha Kosha, provides information on the geography and the life of Kashmir. Rupakalpataru deals with the Rajaniti, polity. Vyasa Shataka, it's an eulogy on great poet Vyasa. Other than these works, some more other works which are ascribed to his authorship are Amrutaranga, Kanaka Janaki, Chitra Bharata, Kavikarnika, Lavanyavati, Muktavali, Munimata Mimamsa, Lalita Ratnamala, Niti Kalpalata, Vasayana Sutrasara, Vinayavali, etc. etc. Other works are also ascribed to his authorship. Being a versatile writer, author, in most of his works, he has chosen examples from the works which are prevailing at that time and the previous poets, and he himself has written some of the poems for to give an example for the theories which he is laying. Definition of Auchitya. What is Auchitya? Auchitya is the propriety, which is the life breath of rasa and an appropriateness that makes the right sense in the given context. It's an abstract idea of being proper. It goes by the name of Auchitya, proprietary. Auchityam rasasiddhasya sthiram kavyasya jivitam. Without Auchitya, the poetry is lifeless. Though it possesses embellishments like figures of speech, excellences, styles, etc., nothing can be beautiful without the proprietary. In Anandavardhana, the great scholar, author of Dhvanyaloka, he also says, Anauchidyat trute rasabhangas nanyat rasabhangasya karanam. Put it in a proper place, they beautify the poem, otherwise all the beautifiers, they will become blemishes. So one has to take care of a proprietary when they are writing a poem. Uchitasya bhavam is the Auchityam. Uchita is the proper thing. There are 27 places that are mentioned by Khemendra, and also it should pervade all part of the poetry. They are as follows: pada, phrase, vakya, sentence, prabandhartha, meaning in whole composition, guna, excellences, qualities, alankara, poetic figures of speech, rasa, the sentiment, karaka, the case ending, krit, verbs, linga, gender, a marking, and vachana, a number, visheshana, qualifications, adjectives, upasarga, prefix, nipata, particles, kala, time, desha, country, kula, family, vrata, custom, tattva, truth, sattva, inherent strength, abhipraya, motive, the purpose, swabhava, nature, sara, sangraha, essential properties, pratibha, innate ability, avastha, the condition, vichara, thought, nama, naming, ashirvada, blessings. These are the places he has chosen to explain. But apart from these places, everywhere he says that, everywhere in every part, kavyangeshu, he mentions kavyangeshu sarvatra. All the parts of the kavya, there should be proprietary. Without proprietary, the poem will not be appealing at all. It should be agreeable to each one and other. Whoever are reading the poetry or watching the drama, especially for the dramatist, it is very much necessary to have proprietary, because otherwise he cannot received properly by the audience. Out of the 27, I would like to try to show few of them along with their examples. The speciality of Khemendra's theory is not only he shows an example for proprietary is there, he shows a counter example which is called as pratyudaharana in Sanskrit. He shows counter example also where impropriety is there, where it should not be defined like this. A sentence, Vakya Auchityam, is a proprietary in a sentence. A sentence is interpreted with the proprietary will always be received by the learned and experts in criticism. Khemendra gives an example from his own work, Vinayavalli. Swabhujam pramashri yaha kichaka akali kala dandam. Here he says, he boasts about his own strength of his arm, and his arm, which is the loving concert of Hidimba patting his arm, which was that arm of Bhima, which was untimely wrought of death of Kichaka, god of death of Kurus. Such dramatic expressions about the dreadful deeds of Bhima very much suited to evoke the sentimental Raudra, terror, very easily. When he says Kichaka Kala Kala Dandaha, that itself shows the Raudra, the strength which is there in his arms. This is proprietary. And he gives an example for the improprietary also with the example of a poem from the Rajashekara. Rajashekara, in one of his work, he says that maybe the world rests on the arm of Duryodhana which is the stalk of the eminent lotus of bravery. Nale shauryam aho utpalasya vipule. By comparing very strong pillar-like arm of Duryodhana as a lotus stalk is not at all appropriate, because the warm arm of a warrior cannot be compared with a delicate objects like lotus stalk, sporty pillow of goddess wealth, like this. This is truly inappropriate. It is anauchitya, because the strong arm of the warrior should be compared with a pillar, or like Bhima's hand is been described as the rod of death, like that, not as a lotus stalk. This is called impropriety. Prabandhauchityam, where propriety is there in poetic composition. The meaning of poetic composition becomes more and more beautiful with a particular suitable meaning. Like in Megha Sandesha of Kalidasa, Yaksha requests the cloud to carry the message by saying, Jatam Vamshe Bhuvana Vidite Pushkaravartakanam. I know that you are born in a famous family of Pushkaravartaka. By saying this, he messages that he is capable person to carry all his message. By praising him like this, you are a minister, you are working with in the assembly of Lord Indra and born in such a noble family, and you are definitely capable of conveying my message. So saying this is very much extremely appropriate, because the work which has been assigning him, he is capable of doing it. That makes the propriety of the poem. The counter example for Prabandhauchitya, again he takes from Rajashekara only, who described the scene from Sita Swayamvara. Ravana comes to attend the Sita Swayamvara, and he says that let the bow, the prize with which Sita can be bought, be presented to me. Like that he boasts. Then Janaka, father of Sita, he replies saying, Avirastu samam agarbha sambhavaya Sitaya. Let it be presented with Sita. Let the bow be presented to you along with Sita. Here it shows that Janaka is ready to give away his own dear, delicate daughter to a demon like Ravana, which is not possible at all, which is a very much inappropriate, because a father would like to give his daughter to a person worthy of her, but he cannot decide that he can give it in the hands of an undeserving person like Ravana. This clearly shows impropriety. Gunauchityam, propriety in merit. Gunas are qualities, intrinsic qualities of the poem. Prasada, Madhurya, Ojas, this kind of gunas. Each rasa has to be depicted in particular guna. In order to show the Gunauchityam, propriety of merit, Khemendra says that the sublime merit, vigor, clarity, sweetness, delicacy, etc., arising from the propriety, possessed of charm and relevant to the context, abounds joy to the men of taste, like the downpour of rain. He quotes a valiant Ashwathama's befitting and dazzling speech from Bhattanarayana's Veni Samhara, can be referred from the text, and counter example also he takes from Chandraka and Rajashekara, and says that impropriety in guna is like beautiful lady having lovely and tender body but speaking harshly. It doesn't look bright, like the fading flame of the lamp placed in front of a poor man. Hence should be avoided. Karakauchityam. Khemendra deals with the minute things also. Is a case, gender, a Sanskrit language is with the case and case endings. Any given sentence syntactically suitable for the context can give charm to the poetry. For example, propriety in the use of ablative case in Malava Rudra's statement, having taken few drops from this ocean, etasmat jalanidher ambukanikaha, has shown the great glory of ocean. From the ocean, etasmat jaladehe, that gives a source of extreme proprietary, extreme charm. In the counter example, he quotes from Bhattendu Rajas, Adaya Vari Paritaha Saritam Sukebhyaha, almost the same meaning. There he has taken having taken the water, here he says, he remarks that the pretext of addressing the ocean, that having taken from the mouths of the rivers, which is very disgusting. Nobody will simply snatch away anything from the mouths of somebody else. He could have simply said, having taken from the rivers, that would have been enough. But when he said mukhebhyaha, that is where the impropriety is there, that is where inappropriateness is there, that is where the beauty has been nullified. This is the case of impropriety of apadana karaka ablative case. Rasauchityam, propriety of sentiment. Khemendra feels that the sentiment, fascinating on account of its propriety and pervading in the hearts of all the people, the entire sense makes the mind glow. He quotes an example from the for propriety of erotic sentiment from Kalidasa. Actually, he deals with all the 9 kinds of sentiments. We have selected only one sentiment, erotic sentiments, from the work of Kalidasa, Kumara Sambhava. It says, Balendu Vaktrany Avikasa Bhavat Bhabruh Palashan Yatilohitani. The Palasha flowers, extremely red and curved like young moon. This description definitely evokes erotic sentiments, the half moon, curved moon, red color and things. The continuation of verse of Kumara Sambhava, where he finds Khemendra doesn't find any charm. Hence, he quotes that an example for impropriety for erotic sentiment, Karnikaram dunoti nirgandhataya smachetaha. Here, just by describing Karnikara flower that had no fragrance, do not add anything to enhance the erotic sentiment. Here, Kalidasa tries to say that creator, God, Lord Brahma, creator, is indiscriminate. But that is not at all adding any kind of a love, Sthayi Bhava, enhancing the Sthayi Bhava love here. And more so, it is actually obstructing, because the mind is being taken to some other area, feeling sad. Karnikaram dunoti. When he says dunoti, God, mind pains a lot than having a sentiment of, as having an emotion of love. Propriety in Shantarasa. Khemendra gives an example for propriety in the statement from his own didactic poem, Chaturvarga Sangraha, Bhoge Roga Bhayam, Sukhe Kshaya Bhayam, etc., etc., etc. Sarvam nama bhavet bhayamaho, Vairagyam eva abhayam. All the worldly pleasures, though they are dear to the people, cause nothing but fear. Bhoge roga bhayam. When they are enjoying, there is a fear of roga. If people wants to eat more, and evidently they will have some stomach upset. Sukhe kshaya bhayam. Likewise, everywhere there is every worldly pleasure has connection with the bhaya, fear. Cause nothing but fear. Showing that step by step, the poet leads the reader to the final stage of renunciation, that's a Vairagya, which is the static emotion, Sthayi Bhava of the sentiment, tranquility, Shantarasa. Thus the rasa is evoked without any impediment, because the propriety of expression. Rasa Sankara, combination of various rasas. There are 9 rasas, and these rasas, how they can be combined together, he explains in a very simple way, saying that just as the sweet, bitter and other flavors, when blended skillfully, taste delicious. In the same way, all the sentiments like Srungara and others, when they are put together in ingenious way, gives immeasurable joy. He says, Yatha madhuratiktaadyaha rasaha kushala yojitaha vichitraha swadatam yanti srungaradyastaha mitaha. And one should maintain propriety when combining the statements, because like how food is being prepared with all the tastes mixed together to make it more delicious, in the same way all the rasas are also mixed together to make it a very pleasant, appealing to the hearts of the reader. They should maintain the propriety when combining the sentiment. Khemendra questions, to whom the mixture of sentiments touched by impropriety welcome? If they are mixed wrongly, then it will not appeal to anyone's heart. When they are mixed very much properly, then only it will give joy to the reader. Tesham parasparaasleshat kuryat auchitya rakshanam anauchityena samsprushtaha kasya ishtaha rasasankaraha. One should always retain the propriety which is the life of poetry. Even a small impropriety also should be avoided, because even a small impediment, like when the food is prepared, if the salt is little more, then the whole taste of the food goes. In the same way, if any impropriety is there, a little bit of impropriety is there, that also should be avoided, because it will definitely allow, it will not allow Sahrudaya to relinquish the taste, because it causes all the impediment to evoke desired rasa, the sentiment. Khemendra developed this theme of Auchitya, the propriety, as the soul of poetry, which is sustained by means of rasa, the sentiment. Padauchitya, people quote a verse from Dignanga's drama, Kuvalayananda, wherein Rama asks Lakshmana to drop Sita in the forest. Lakshmana takes her to the forest, and to leave Sita in the midst of the forest where there is no person nearby, his heart pains a lot. And he says, Sitam aranye vijane vimoktum. This was found as inappropriate, because Lakshmana has highest reverence for Sita. He never has seen her face also, except for the feet. How can he name her like Sita? This is found as inappropriate by the critics, because Padauchitya, even that small word also has to be taken care when the people are writing the poetry. Instead of Sita, he could have used Arya word. Then the appropriateness comes. That's how the propriety is being taken care of, because it is a very essential element in the poetry. Even the smallest error also causes a lot of pain to the reader. With all these examples and counterexamples, he displayed the need of propriety under 77 headings. He checks even the minutest part also and gives instructions to improve one's skill. This text, Auchitya Vicharacharcha of Khemendra, is like a practical manual for the earnest poet. Though not received by many of the critics, but propriety is very much necessary in writing a poem. Thank you.